how to build Hammonds Arcade Machine. Here's what the final product will look like. For this, you will be needing 5 of these gray small slope pieces, 2 of these big slope pieces in gray, a 6x6 plate, 1 gold, it doesn't have to be gold, but 1 jumper plate, 1 gem, any color, 1 this like cone pieces, any color, 1 of these pieces, it can be any color, I think. This huge arcade machine piece, it's one of the biggest pieces I have. This like back of it, that special to it, that fits on it. 1 of these special kind of sword pieces, one like a newer one. 3 of these clip pieces, recommended gold, but still can be any color. 1 of these circle jumper plates. 5 studs. I don't know why that one's so far off. 2 of these cylinder pieces, whatever you want to call them. 4 flat 1x2s with nothing on top. 2 2x1 slope pieces in blue. It's recommended. 1 huge stick piece, whatever you want to call it. Axe piece, whatever. If you have, well, you don't have to have the axe piece. You can just have the stick if you want, but those 2 will go together. 2 snot bricks, any color. And then recommended, or you need this to do it, but 2 1x1 bricks. I would recommend, if you're choosing 2 different colors for that, choose the same colors as these. If you don't have it, that's fine. 1 2x4 brick, 2 flat studs, 2 1x6 plates, or 2 1x6, I think they're plates. 1 of these pieces, it's a 2x4. There's a sticker on it, which it fits perfectly. This is from some J arcade machine that I had, and I kind of updated it to look like Hammond has it. 1 glass piece, can be other color. I don't have a blue one, but I think it'd be better if I had a blue one. 1 of these huge circle pieces, and then 6 of these 1x4 plates, and then 2 2x3 plates, or not plates, flat plates. 1 of these hats, 1 katana, and then this minifigure is optional. You need 1 blue body, Jay's head, some yellow spiked up hair, blonde, and black pants. Alright, so now I gotta show you the steps on how to build it. Start off with this big piece and add this back piece by putting this on this side. And it should just clip in. And I can open and shut, and it attaches with these studs right here. Next, we're gonna get this plate. And we're going to be building a rock. These are the pieces you're going to need. And this is how you build it. Then you're going to stick that 1 stud off from the edge. All these are going to be 1 stud off. It will be really small, but it's what we have to do for the floor. Next, grab these 3 pieces. And build them like this. Then I'll go right in front of this rock. Just like this. Next, we're going to need these 2 pieces. And we just put those on the side right there. And then, for the last of the inside floor, we're going to need these two pieces. Here. And we're going to put them right here. Make sure the slope is facing towards your gem, not facing away. Then we're going to turn it over and add our dome plate. Try and make it as equal as you can. If it's a little bit hard, it can be a little bit off. Next, you put it in there. And make sure you can see the gem facing this way. You make sure it's like straight and make sure you can see it. You want to make sure you can barely kind of see that rock in the back. And make sure it's kind of equal on all these sides. And then let's move on to the next step. Grab your window piece and put these two gray 1x4 plates on here. And then that's going to go in this spot. Next, you're going to grab your 2x4 plate that's flat. And put it like this, where the yellow is down. Now we're going to build in here. We can take this off if we want to make this easier. And these are all the pieces we're going to need. Start off by putting these two plates on the top. Then a stud in all the clips. And then we're going to put our last plate underneath these two. To build the axe, you're just going to put that silver piece onto the stick. You can also have it be a normal staff, if you can have it be a staff. And we're going to put it on this side, that way it can fit. Next, we're going to grab the katana. Not the other sword yet, because this one is longer. I'm going to put that in the middle. Just like this. And then we have our tinier sword with like a smoother edge on the back, which I kind of like this sword more. Just gonna put it in there like the other sword. It doesn't have to be facing the same way, but it's recommended. So that way it kind of looks proper. And that is the inside of the back finish. There is no on this side, so we're done with the back. You can now close this up. We don't need to be in there anymore. Besides, if we want to put the minifigure in there when we're done. And now we just have the top. Start off with this and putting it here. If I can get it on with one hand. There. Now you're going to need these pieces. And build them just like this. And you're just going to put that in the middle of the front, where the slope is going towards the back. Now we're going to put our flat studs on each side of that. And then we're putting two more of our studs on either side of that. Then we're putting the 2x1 slope pieces on here. And then we're putting our bricks behind those. I'm sorry, but instead of using a blue plate on top of this gray one that's meant to go on the window, it's meant to be a gray on top of a gray. We're just going to put that there. Because we need this blue one for this part. And then we just fix everything. We're putting this one back on here. There. Oh, and then putting these two pieces back on. There. It's all fixed. And then you're going to put the blue one on top of the gray one for both. And then you're going to put them right next to each other above the, I'd say it's a laser or something. I don't know. But just put them on top of that. There will be a little gap there. You can put anything in there. You can put another sword in there. And it should just stay in there. Unless you're like banging it like that. It won't come out. But let's move on to the next step. Next we need these 4 pieces. Then you'll stack these 3 on top of it. And then you'll stack these 3. And then you'll put the hat right on top of it. You won't be able to see the gray piece or whatever piece you have. Would work if you had like a yellow maybe. Or maybe even a tan would work better because it'd blend in more. Maybe a blue, light blue could work. But then we'll bring this. And we'll put that right on top of here. May look a little bit off, but actually take that off. first you gotta put this gray one on top of here before you do that. Then you're gonna put this piece on. It gives it a little bit more height. I know this thing looks really big right now, but if you have all these pieces, it may not be as big as you think in person. I mean, this arcade is as big as my hand. And this thing is about as long as my hand in height. And maybe a little bit, and my hand's a little bit bigger, but let's move on to our next step. For this last part, you'll need these pieces. I have these 2 studs. I just found random studs that were clear. Recommended you do clear studs for this. But you can use whatever studs you want. It doesn't matter. But recommend you could use clear if you want. I just found these clear ones pretty fast, so I just use these. If you're using the headlight bricks, not normal snap bricks, you will need the studs. So if you are using normal snap bricks with not this little thing coming out, you will not need the studs. You need at least 2 of these, and then 2 of these to make it more height and make sure it fits properly. Let me just show you how to build it. First, put these pieces on. Make sure the headlight bricks are on top of the normal pieces. Then put your studs. And then you're going to put them on like this. As you can see, the stud is connecting to the hole on the top. That's what you want. And make sure the words, if you're using these kinds, you can swap it. I don't know which one looks better, so I just kind of do it this way. So you can have them whatever way you want. Or if you're using different... Put this one on upside down. Oh, it was just facing upside down. It might be a little confusing. If you're trying to put it on, make sure you're putting it on correctly. And then you're just going to put these on the sides right here. Just like this. Then we get cool posters. You can kind of tilt these, but not that much. I don't think it fits them good. Which I think tilting them will look good, so I recommend tilting them a little. I know that's not what it looked like at the beginning of this, but I think this looks better. Now, there's one last piece that I can't remember where it goes. I don't know if I put this inside, like right here to go with all the other ones, because that one's just off. Don't know if I put it in here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it goes behind this blue one to give it more of a blue, so I would recommend doing that if you have it. You can use a normal blue plate, which that'll work, but this gives it more of a blue. Black gives it more of a dark look, so don't recommend doing black just behind it. Do a blue first. Yeah, that looks more like it. Yeah, I think it had a little bit more height. But now we have our last thing to build. Now here are the 4 parts. You can have them hold an item from the thing when we're done if you want, but you can put them inside or outside. Now let's build him. If you don't know who this is, you haven't watched my channel before, but this is Lego Hammond. He's the minifigure of this called Hammonds Arcade Machine, which I wouldn't count as an arcade anymore. I would count this more as a weaponry teleporter. Yes, this is a teleporter that he eventually remakes. You'll see it in episode 2 of my show, which is a little hint if you watch this. Maybe I'll show like a clip of it, or when I do it. Maybe I'll show the clip where he pulls it out. Where he pulls the arcade, or whatever you want to call it, out. But yeah, you can put him in, so let's see what he looks like when he's in it. If you want to put your minifigure in, the 2 studs that we put there is what he stands on. Because then, you can perfectly see his head. And you can see some of the weapons in the back. So now he can teleport. Where'd he go? Join us tomorrow for episode 2. See you guys next time. Bye.